Hey, Duriel Kim here once again with you. We're talking another great lesson from Raw Food 101, helping you incorporate more raw foods into your diet for the healthiest life ever. And today we're going to be talking about raw food recipes. And people ask me, Duri, do raw food recipes take a long time? Do they take a long time to make? And my answer is yes. Traditionally, yes. You get traditionally most raw food diet books are great. I mean, I've read several of them. I looked at them for inspiration. I think they're fantastic. I just find personally my issue with a lot of them is that the recipes take so long to make that I don't even want to make them. I'm all about saving time, right? Time is one thing we can't really get more of, so we have to be efficient with the time that we have while maximizing what we can get out of that. And so when I look at recipes and it says, grind these nuts, puree this, throw it in the dehydrator for 24 hours, come back the next day, add this in, throw it back in the dehydrator. That's not something that really appeals to me. Sure, they obviously taste great. I've made some of them myself. They're fantastic. But again, I don't want to spend 2 days making dinner for 2 days down the road. So my approach, my personal approach to raw foods is eating fresh, right? Eating fresh, using fresh ingredients, and preparing recipes that take very, very little time. And as I mentioned in a previous lesson in my book, Eating for Energy, I have an accumulation of 120 recipes that I've put together that take less than 10 minutes to make. No dehydration required, no fancy stuff, just very, very basic stuff. We're talking salads, soups, smoothies, desserts, which are actually amazing for you, and so many other great things. So I'm just going to give you a couple quick examples of some stuff you can do. I don't have any foods with me, but I'm just going to kind of name off or kind of give you some quick ideas. If you have a blender, right? I love smoothies. Again, it saves me a lot of time, and I get a lot of great nutrition by blending it all together, and it makes life a lot easier for my digestive system, right? Most of us have underactive stomachs, so if we can pre-digest our foods by throwing it in a blender, right, it's going to make the whole process that much more easy to assimilate all those great nutrients. So if you have a blender, here's a simple one that I like to make. Banana, squeeze some lime juice in, a couple handfuls of spinach, and an apple. A beautiful green smoothie. You can think of any of the smoothies you like. Another one I love making after a workout, for instance. Banana, peanut butter, shredded coconut, throw in a bit of rice milk or nut milk and a little bit of water. Boom, blend it all together, amazing, right? That'll keep you going for at least an hour or two, and it's great nutrition. So those are some very simple ways to get raw foods into your body in no time. We're talking about 2 or 3 minutes. Some other great ideas. If you like, for instance, sushi, right? Nori wraps, right? I think I actually have some in the cupboard here. I'm gonna crank one of these out. So we got some nori wraps, right? These are sheets, those sheets of seaweed, more or less. Fantastic in terms of minerals. We're talking huge amounts of minerals. Anything coming from the sea. All you have to do, instead of making a sandwich, throw some great stuff. You can chop up some veg, throw in some sprouts, roll it all up in a nori wrap. Boom, you have a great, delicious wrap. How about desserts? Well, this is where I really get excited because I have a sweet tooth. Desserts, well, you can simply have a fruit. Some of the fruits are very, very sweet naturally on their own, or you can make some raw chocolate, right? If you have some cacao, raw cacao, if you have raw cacao powder, that's great. What you can do is with some raw cacao, some agave, just stir it up. You can add a little bit of warm water to get a bit of kind of more of a fluidy substance, and you have a nice little chocolate sauce right there. Add that chocolate sauce on top of any of your fruits. You have a very, very simple dessert. And all of this is raw, right? We're not talking about anything that's cooked. It's very, very simple. So those are just a couple quick examples that I just had at the top of my mind. I just give you an idea for some of the stuff you can do. So please do not think that, even though some of the raw food books say, tons of preparation is required, it doesn't have to be that way, right? It can be as simple as eating an apple, as simple as eating a pear, or it can be as complex as spending 5 to 10 minutes preparing a salad, a smoothie, a wrap, or something else that you might enjoy. So Again, I have a ton of recipes in Eating for Energy. If you want to grab the book, by all means do so. It's an awesome read. It'll transform your life. And in the meantime, be sure to come back to the free stuff, which is what we're all excited about. eatingforenergy.ca/rawfood101. You can get all of these lessons I'm putting together to help you incorporate more raw foods into your diet and live your healthiest, most energetic life ever. So I'm Uriel Kane, and I will see you in the next lesson.